Hey, how's it going, everybody? It's Kyler here, and welcome back to another episode of the Political Lounge. So today we're going to be taking the 8 values quiz. This will be like a mini episode. So basically the 8 values quiz, it has 70 questions, and we answer them with strongly agree, neutral, unsure, disagree, and strongly disagree. And at the end, there's 8 values on it. So there's 2 values for economics, 2 values for diplomatic, 2 values for it's like liberty or authority, and then 2 values for social, so traditional values or progressive values. So let's just jump into this.
Right in.
Oppression by governments is oppression by corporations is more important than oppression by governments. I would disagree.
Yeah, I disagree.
Yeah, I disagree. It is necessary for the government to intervene in the economy to protect its consumers.
Strongly agree.
I agree.
I disagree, but
the freer the markets, the freer the people.
I agree.
Strongly agree.
Yeah.
It is better to maintain a balanced budget than to ensure welfare for all citizens.
Strongly disagree.
I actually strongly agree about that, because I mean, if you just have government spending and all, but then you're just like giving welfare to people, like then
I'm just gonna go neutral on that one because. I don't know.
It'll be bad for the economy, and it'll end up in
your people are priority
less
one.
welfare for. Yeah, but if we have a balanced budget, it'll
less
in turn
less welfare is better than dead.
People. Whatever, we're not going to convince each other. So.
Yeah.
We're only on to question 5. Publicly funded research is more beneficial to the people than leaving it to the market. I'm gonna have to disagree on that.
It's not necessarily, but I think you should have publicly funded research research for the market. Why not have both?
Actually,
the more research, the better.
So I think personally, leaving it to the market is better.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna disagree, but I still think there should be some publicly funded research.
Yeah.
Because you're not gonna. International trade is beneficial. Strongly agree. To each according to his ability, to each according to his needs. And no, I'm not a commie. Strongly disagree.
Yep. I'll go disagree.
It would be best if social programs were abolished in favor of private charities.
Strongly disagree.
I mean, it's gonna.
This topic's gonna come up again.
I'm just gonna disagree on that one. Taxes should be increased on the rich to provide for the poor.
Strongly disagree.
Strongly agree.
Inheritance is a legitimate form of wealth. I'm just gonna disagree on that.
I don't.
It depends on the definition of legitimate form of wealth.
It is legitimate, but is it?
I'm not gonna say. I'm sorry, that's inheritance. We're gonna confiscate that money. I don't think.
Yeah, I'm gonna agree on that.
I'll agree.
Yeah, I'm gonna agree. But okay, so public utilities like roads and electricity should be publicly owned.
Well, ideally they would be, but transitioning to that now would that would be terrible. If we did transition to that now.
I think roads should be... No,
they're saying should it be owned by the government.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, currently, no, they're not.
I mean, certain...
Well, electricity's not.
Oh, yeah, true.
But all the roads.
Highways and... toll roads aren't.
No, I don't...
Toll roads aren't, but you pay for the toll roads.
But, if you had to transition to that, that'd be very tough, so I disagree.
Yeah, I disagree. Excess government intervention into the economy is... excessive government intervention is a threat to the economy.
Strongly agree. Those with a greater ability to pay should receive better health care.
Strongly agree.
Not significantly better, but... Well, sorry, not extremely better, but at least somewhat.
I guess I'm trying. You guys could say whatever you want. By the way, you don't have to try to make your opinion. We don't have to make this we're all saying the same thing.
I know. Yeah.
So, wait. So what are you guys saying for healthcare? Strongly agree.
I put agree. I put
strongly agree. Quality education is a right of all people.
Strongly agree.
Disagree.
All humans have the right to education.
No, it's not a right. It's not a right in the Constitution of education.
I don't care if it's in the Constitution. I think it.
At the time when the Constitution, that rolls into the point of how the Constitution is a little outdated.
Having an educated populace.
Yeah, but what I'm saying, it's not a right. It's not a right. It's not like
at the time.
Look at Victorian England, right? People were uneducated, which is terrible.
Yeah, it's definitely we should definitely be
educated people.
We definitely need to educate our people, but it's not right.
I think we can make this whole episode on defining rights versus privileges.
Yeah, it's like and you can use
that
argument.
Let's move on.
Wait, hold on. I just have one thing to say. If you have college and people are arguing for a free college, and they want college is a right, it's not a right. It's a privilege. So you can't just get free education, free quality education just because you have a right.
Going up to at least college. I mean, going up to at least high school.
I think you should definitely make quality education, but I don't think it's right. Whatever. The means of production should belong to the workers who use them. Disagree.
Well, disagree, because I mean, it's not really the worker's job.
Yeah, it's not your...
The United Nations should be abolished.
Strongly disagree.
Military action by our nation is often necessary to protect it.
Often may not
would
be the best
agree.
word, but I'll agree.
Often,
Not strongly agree, just
I
disagree.
Yeah.
I support regional unions such as the European Union.
Strongly disagree.
Well, I agree.
I agree with it, but
as long as the
but
European Union is good, right?
Yeah.
England shouldn't leave it. I don't think.
I feel like the European Union is
right?
doing good in some areas, but in other areas,
yeah,
it fails.
there's issues with them, but for Europe, I think since they set the European Union, that's what I think works out great. So I'm gonna have to agree.
The main point of the European Union was to have peace, and it's done that job.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna have to agree on that one.
It is important to maintain our national sovereignty. Yeah.
Yeah, strongly agree.
I don't know why you wouldn't.
A united world government would be beneficial to mankind. Strongly disagree.
No, strongly
Well,
disagree.
if it was a benevolent government, of course. If it was a bad government, then no.
I feel like at this point,
I'm gonna go neutral.
You would just have a huge government that controlled every single country.
If it was a good government, that'd be amazing. If we had America's government that applied to the entire world.
Yeah, but
Our
who's to
government
say that?
I think
that's why I'm going neutral. That's why I'm going neutral.
Here's the thing. You can even see it with the American government. The North and the South have vastly different views.
Yeah.
And even see it with the elections.
Even with
now,
America.
the point with the whole world, that's just like multiplying it by
America's needs are not the same as Africa's needs, or the Middle East needs, or even Europe's needs.
Australia's or
if it was a strong system that was meant to govern the entire world, it would work.
Now, I think what we're gonna say, like,
we treated countries as states, and the world as a country.
Yeah, but
then I think. But okay, you know what? Let's move on. It is more important to retain peaceful relations than to further our strength.
I would
strongly agree.
I would agree.
If we have peace, we don't need to further our
wars
strength.
do not need to be justified to wars do not need to be justified to other countries.
Disagree.
Strongly disagree.
Well, actually, yeah, I guess.
Military spending is a waste of money.
Strongly disagree.
Neutral.
Yeah, I'm neutral.
I feel like you need to spend money
to an extent.
Yeah, I feel like the U.S. spends too much, and you should get more money to NASA. International aid is a waste of money.
Strongly agree.
Strongly disagree.
Agree.
We don't need to be the policemen of the world.
We need to help the poor people in the world. Not I don't mean.
Maybe you could say
actual.
It's the U.S.'s job as.
I believe it's our moral job
as the lead.
No, not as the U.S. I believe as humans, it's our job to help others who can't help themselves.
Yeah, so leave it to private charities.
I don't implore our countries. I implore us as individuals.
Yeah, but we're still gonna do it. We're still gonna do it. There's gonna be so many charities out there.
No, I'm gonna disagree on that.
Across the world.
Yeah.
So my nation is great.
Strongly agree.
Strongly agree.
Research should be conducted on an international scale.
Strongly agree.
Strongly agree.
All
of it has
to.
The
more research, the better.
Yeah, the more research conducted by several nations, the better.
Government should be accountable to the international community. Strongly agree.
Yeah, strongly agree. Because if they're not accountable to anyone.
Yeah. Even when protesting an authoritarian government, violence is not acceptable.
Strongly disagree. I agree.
I agree.
Well, I mean, if you use that logic, we wouldn't have had the Revolutionary War.
Exactly. Although some could argue that wasn't necessary.
Okay, I'll agree. My religious values should be spread as much as possible.
Disagree,
yeah. Our nation's values should be spread as much as possible. Strongly agree.
Yeah.
It's very important to maintain law and order.
Strongly agree. What the heck?
The general populace makes poor decisions. Agree.
If they were uneducated like Kyler wants them to be.
I don't want to.
I'm joking.
Yeah, I'm just gonna say agree. I think it's proved that people make bad decisions in life.
Yeah, most humans make poor decisions.
Victimless crimes, in parentheses, such as drug use, should not be crimes at all.
Strongly disagree.
That's hard because, like...
I'm just gonna disagree.
There still is a victim in drug use, the person using the drugs.
Yeah, but it's like you should... Because here's the thing, I support pot legalization, but I don't support, like, crack being legalized.
Yeah.
So you could... So that's...
It's a gateway drug,
the question...
Marijuana's a gateway drug.
I think we should legalize marijuana, but tax it.
But marijuana's a gateway drug.
Marijuana's, better than smoking. It's better than alcohol. It does less to you than smoking and alcohol.
I know. I'm just saying most people who use.
No, I know it is a gateway drug, but I think I think we should legalize it and then.
Yeah, I guess. Okay, the sacrifice of some civil liberties is necessary to protect us from acts of terrorism.
Strongly agree.
Disagree.
Government surveillance is necessary in the modern world.
Disagree.
Strongly agree.
People.
If other countries are going to do it anyway, so we need to do it too. Unfortunately, that's the way things are.
I'm just gonna say, agree. I mean, is it necessary? Not do you think the government should do it? It is necessary.
Yeah.
Although I feel it shouldn't happen.
The very existence of the state is a threat to our liberty. Strongly disagree.
I strongly agree. I mean,
well, without a state, we get our liberty taken by some other country coming in.
I know. It's not like
it's the same thing.
It's not like oh my god, since we have the state, it's gonna be this like it's gonna take all our liberties. But
the state's the greatest protector of our liberties.
When you do have one though, it's still it could still be a threat to our liberty.
Regardless of political opinions, it is important to side with.
Strongly agree. I can't press that point enough.
Yes, strongly agree.
We need to put country above party.
Exactly. No authority should be left unquestioned.
Strongly agree.
I agree.
A hierarchical.
Because some authority, like
a hierarchical
state
is best.
Sphere, we don't want to question that. I'm just saying.
It's always something to have debate. It's always something that you can still debate.
Well,
that.
okay, yeah, I'm a strong proponent. Anything can be debated. Anything.
I mean, who knows? The government could be lying to us, and the Earth could be flat.
Yeah, okay.
You never know.
That's a bad example right now. That's. But let's just move on. Hierarchical state is best.
I agree.
Yeah, I'll agree.
It is important that the government follows a majority opinion, even if it is wrong.
Strongly agree.
Well, first of all, who decides the definition of the word wrong? Like, you know what I mean?
Because the public
is the government saying it's wrong? Is it just morally acceptable by other countries that it's wrong? Is it just from a pure objective perspective?
Yeah. I think the government should.
I'm gonna go neutral.
The stronger the leadership, the better.
Strongly
agree, dude. What the heck?
Democracy is more than a decision-making process.
Sorry.
Alright.
Yeah, I strongly agree. Democracy.
Strongly agree. Environmental regulations are essential. Strongly agree.
I disagree.
A better world will come from automation science.
Strongly agree.
Children should be educated in religious or traditional values. Neutral.
Well, they should, like, the main religions of the world, children should be taught about. Like Christianity.
Like traditional values is saying like
Hinduism.
you know, like gays are not good. Like straight marriage, like
that's what I'm saying to teach kids. Like, it's a kid's decision. They should be making that decision from what they learn in life, not what a teacher tells them.
Yeah, parents should be making those decisions.
Yeah, I agree. So what?
But
whatever.
It's do you agree with the what
so I
traditional values?
I disagree.
I disagree. Traditions are of no value on their own.
Strongly agree.
Yeah, I agree
on that one. Religion should play a role in government. Strongly disagree.
Strongly disagree.
I still agree, just because like it shouldn't be like
it's impossible to fully separate the church and the state, right?
Yeah.
But I think we should do our best.
But when you use
like governments that are completely controlled by religion are basically.
Well, yeah, you shouldn't have like Sharia law, like that's not good. But like it should play a small role in it.
Churches should be taxed the same way other institutions are taxed. The only reason I agree, but because a lot of churches basically do private donations, essentially, that's why I disagree.
Yeah,
I would disagree.
Because as long as they're doing private donate or whatever, however you want to define it.
Climate change is currently one of the greatest threats. Strongly agree.
Strongly agree.
I disagree. Sorry.
Oh my gosh! Well, I thought I helped you out, Kyler.
I still believe in it, but I don't know.
You'd think after our last episode, Kyler would have learned.
That was a weird sneeze right there.
Society was better many years ago than it is now. Strongly disagree.
Oh wait! Did we just skip one? It is important that we work as a united world to combat climate change.
Strongly agree. Society was better many years ago than it is now. Strongly disagree.
Yeah, disagree.
It is important that we maintain the traditions of our past. Agreed to a certain extent.
Yeah, it depends.
Yeah, like if they're good traditions, of course, right? I mean, I agree.
Yeah, like.
It is important that we think in the long term,
Christmas trees
beyond our lifespans.
And like 4th of July.
It's important that
Strongly agree. Just that's the whole point of having children. Of raising children. You think beyond your own life. You think about
that's why we need to worry about climate change. Thinking beyond. Native Americans would think
okay.
in the future.
Reason is more important than maintaining our culture. Strongly agree.
Yeah.
Drug use should be legalized or decriminalized. Well, we kind of agree on this one.
Except for marijuana.
So
I'm neutral.
Yeah, I'm neutral. Some.
Same-sex marriage should be legal.
Strongly agree.
No cultures are superior to others. Strongly
agree.
Disagree.
None are inherently superior to others.
I mean, it depends on what you think.
You can't claim because this culture. You can't if you want to look at their values and say these are more moral.
This is gonna sound bad, but
we'll figure out.
In with Sharia law and in the Middle East when they throw gays off of rooftops and they don't give women rights. I mean that goes back to the Quran and that's culture.
Yes, but
that's their culture.
The culture. No, if you look at two cultures, not knowing anything about them, nothing makes one better than the other.
It's just how you interpret that question.
I guess that's true. Okay, sex outside marriage is immoral. Strongly agree.
Yeah.
I would. Well, because
I think the key word is it's immoral. That's the key word. Is it right? I mean,
I believe as long as you love the person, it's okay to have sex with them.
Okay.
But is it? Because
I think it's still
immoral. Because that would be like going if you're like a strong Christian, you would think that's immoral.
Yeah. So.
But there's no one. There's no one rule other than killing is immoral and stuff. But there's no one rule for that. It depends on how you view that. And I mean, I think obviously going on hooking up with some random people was not good. Actually, I'm gonna say agree. I think
it's not. That's a tricky one because I think, but going solely off the word immoral, I think most
cases it would be immoral, but if people just go on hooking up.
Well, sure, if there's a forced marriage, right? I guess.
It's random teenagers just
that's whatever. But let's focus on.
Moving on. If we accept migrants at all, it is important that they assimilate into our culture.
Strongly disagree. One of the things that has made America great is the massive cultural diversity, right? And I think there's nothing wrong with maintaining.
Yeah, I mean it depends on what.
Sure, as long as their culture doesn't involve bombing us. Yeah. Right.
I think to a certain extent,
you could argue that.
I think you should keep your culture, but yet also don't just block out everything that's American. You can immerse yourself in our cultural.
The ideal version is if they mix them together.
Yeah, exactly.
That's amazing.
They
add their views to us, and we give our views to them, and we all benefit from the process.
That's what makes America great.
Yes. So strongly disagree.
I'm just gonna agree on that one.
Abortion should be prohibited in most or all cases. Strongly agree with that.
I'll disagree.
I'm just gonna go neutral on this one again.
I don't want to get into that.
Gun ownership should be prohibited for those without a valid reason.
Strongly disagree.
Bears, dude.
We went
There's
into
bears
that
all over our
episode 2,
school
the Political Lounge. If you just want to go check that out.
Yeah, go check that one out. But we get into this a lot more than we will here. You already know our views.
I support single payer universal health care. Strongly disagree. Strongly disagree. Probably the most strongest of disagrees ever I could give. Okay. That would be my strongest. But I mean, you can say what you want.
So prostitution should be illegal.
Strongly agree.
I strongly. Because it's not the government's choice.
Yeah, but
I guess that's true. It shouldn't be illegal. That's the thing. It's immoral. Yes. Is it the government's job?
It's basically slavery if you think, because they own the hookers. They own it's you have to go do this. You go have sex with this person. It's basically one of the modern days forms of slavery.
Okay, let's move on this though. So.
Maintaining family values is essential.
Strongly agree.
Family values is the key thing. Not all just family values.
To chase progress at all costs is dangerous. Strongly agree.
At all costs.
I just disagree on that.
Yeah, I'll just disagree because.
Genetic modification is a force for good, even on humans.
Strongly agree.
As long as it's controlled, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
You could argue that somebody makes a super dangerous genetic
that's going
weapon.
to be the way we're going to be expanding our lifespans in the future just because of genetic modification.
Or we'll just upload our consciousness.
We should open our borders to immigration.
Strongly agree.
Yeah, we should, but I mean, we should have strong immigration laws and.
So I'm just going to only agree on that one.
I'm going to agree.
Governments should be as concerned about foreign citizens as they are about those within their borders.
Strongly disagree.
Strongly disagree.
All people, regardless of factors like culture or sexuality, should be treated equally.
Strongly agree.
Wait, but I want to go back to that. Wait, I want to go back to that last question though. So, do you support giving welfare to illegal immigrants and stuff?
No.
No,
Jack,
I put this. No, I don't.
Okay, so okay, good.
If you're not a citizen, dude.
Yeah, get out of here.
If you want welfare, you fill out the proper forms. You become a citizen.
Yeah,
exactly. There's nothing wrong. Exactly. That's easy, right?
Thank you.
I mean, sure, it's difficult, but we have systems in place where you can find shelter in our country while you do this. So, it is important that we further my group's goals above all others. Strongly disagree.
Yeah, I disagree on that one.
I mean, sure, you push your own group's goals. That's like one of the jobs of life, right? But.
Yeah. All right.
Okay, we're done.
Oh.
So, I will let you, Jack go first.
So, as far as my economic axis goes, I'm centrist, slightly more to the equality side, but by 5%.
So, what's your percentage like on each side?
55% for equality, 45% for markets.
Mm-hmm.
For my diplomatic axis, I'm balanced. 42% for nation, 57% for world. So, a little more looking at the world view.
Yeah, the globalist.
For civil axis, I'm moderate. I'm 50% liberty, 50% authority, a perfect split.
Whoa.
And this is the big one for me, though. Societal axis, 24% tradition, and 76% progress. That's my big one.
I will let Jeremy go next.
Okay, so for my economic axis, I'm market. I'm 67% markets, and then like 32% for equality.
Mm-hmm.
Diplomatic axis, I'm balanced. I'm 54% world, and then 45.7% nation.
Globalist? No.
Civil axis, I'm moderate. 51% liberty and 48% authority.
Mm-hmm.
So pretty close there. Society axis, I'm progressive with 67.5% progressive, and then 32.5%.
So
Jack, what's your closest match?
Social liberalism.
I'm classical.
Social liberalism.
I'm
yes.
classical liberalism.
Okay, so for me, 81.7% markets, dab, and why do I keep on dabbing? So 81.7% markets. So I'm economic axis capitalist, and 18.3% equality. Diplomatic axis patriotic, which means basically more nationalism. 67.7% that, and then 32.4% world. On a civil axis, I am moderate at 51.2% liberty and 48.8% authority.
Yeah, we're basically
and
all
social axis, I am neutral
axis.
at tradition 57.9 and progress 42.1. And my closest match is neoliberalism. Which is the one I always get.
Yeah. Well, there you have it, guys. We just did the 8 values
quiz online.
Thing.
Go check that out. Just Google 8 values. You can find it on the internet.
Take
it yourself.
For that one.
It's a great test. It's really good. I like it a lot.
Yeah.
So I hope you guys really enjoyed this, and I hope that it further made your understanding of our political views, and so you kind of understand more where we stand. Because we went into more like ideological instead of just like straight facts like we did in the isidewith. So I hope you guys really enjoyed this video, and I hope you guys leave a like and a comment and a subscription. And
we got a bunch of awesome videos lined up for the future.
Yeah, it should be great. And so we'll see you guys next time. Bye bye.